Yeah. Okay, and that's that. So we can get straight into deck building. Okay, so do you have an idea for something?
Mirror.
Okay, all right. Okay, what are we naming it?
Come here.
What?
Come here. But like C-U-M mirror.
Derek.
Come here. No, okay, we don't have to do that, but yeah, I want to make the mirror deck.
Okay. Okay.
So the weird thing is that like I forgot what the new guide's name is.
It's Urtet. I have it right here.
It's probably gonna do that thing. Oh, wow, look at his like everybody wants to build him so much already.
Mhm.
Sorry, 1 second. I just need to like. So
Let's get through all the mirror stuff first.
all right. So you ready?
Yes.
Alphabetically, alloy mirror. And it's 1 mana of any color. Bruneclad. He's really cool with some of the stuff you can do in this deck. It's
It's Bruni.
or is it
Bruniclad.
sorry, Broody-clad. Right. I don't know why I said the other way. Copper mirror. Dark steel mirror, which I kind of like because you could put a bunch of counters on them. Gold mirror. I don't know if you want to run this one or not, but I'll throw it anywhere. Hover mirror, and it's one word.
We'll just do them now. Like we'll just do all of them for now, and then we'll work about that. Oh, it's one word. You said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ichor claw mirror.
Oh, the boy.
We got gold mirror, right? Iron mirror. Knighted mirror. Leaden mirror.
Damn it.
Mirror battlesphere. Mirror enforcer. Mirror galvanizer, which is probably going to be one of the most important in the deck. Well, I'll just get these two. Mirror incubator. It's not technically a mirror, but that's like the other artifacts that deal with mirrors. Mirror matrix.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the expensive one. Mirror moon vessel, which is probably one of the ones we'll end up cutting. Mirror propagator. I don't like mirror prototype. It's a bad one because it can't attack unless you pay one for each counter on it, and a whole deck revolves around putting counters on it. Okay. Mirror reservoir. Mirror retriever. Mirror sire. I also noticed that on MTG's website, they've updated to Phyrexian Mirror, and it makes a Phyrexian Mirror token instead. Mirror Superion.
You said this one, Phyrexian Mirror?
No, I'm saying that Mirror Sire has been, because of like its look, it's been actually updated into a Phyrexian Mirror as its creature type.
And then you said Mir Scion?
No, Mir Superion. SUP. There you go. Mir Turbine, which is the same art like construction as Mir Matrix. If you look at it, like it's the weird bubbly thing in the weird tube. We can do Mir Welder. Palladium Mir. Plague Mir. Shimmer Mir. And Silver Mir. Oh, and one more after that. And Sun Touched Mir. So those are the mirrors. There are a few that I actively ignored because some of them are like return all mirrors of the same name from like back into your hand, like ones that don't really work in Commander.
Okay. All right. So just starting off, it's going to be a heavy creature deck. So we definitely want like Guardian Project. We definitely want Beast Whisperer, Great Henge.
Or Vidalcan Archmage, because they're all artifacts. And Vidalcan Archmage might end up working even better because we're going to run other artifacts, so it'll draw for every one of our creatures and everything else that we play.
And then we can also do Zendikar. Okay. And then
Great Henge might be actually a little bit hard to get off right away because our creatures are all really small until we've actually buffed them up. So like we could draw a Great Henge early, and like it'll be sitting there for a while until we actually get to pop it in. Because like our creatures like 1s, 0s, 2s, 1s. Like until we get like our shenanigans go. So the idea behind this, I think we were gonna want to do, is to get the win. Like scroll down, either using Bruinclad to making a copy token of. Basically, we want to get 2 Mir Galvanizers in play because Mir Galvanizer untaps all your Mirs, and also, we want a generic mana doubler, not just for land mana doubler. So Zendikar Resurgent I still like, but I still want to get in like a
Nyxbloom?
Or no, because we definitely want the colors. I was thinking at like there's that artifact that makes colorless creatures get +2/+2, and every colorless adds an additional. But the thing is, you don't tap them for colorless. But yeah, so because the idea is
this works, right?
Yeah. Because the idea is I still, because a bunch of our other mirrors we have too, I still want to run a Cryptolith, right? That gives all of our creatures the ability to tap for any color mana. So at some point, the thing that we really want to try to do, Padim, Consult of Innovation. She gives all artifacts shroud based or hexproof, and then you get to draw a card if you have the highest CMC for an artifact.
Don't we want to play the 7 mana everything taps for everything?
No, because you actually look at our colors, we don't actually have a ton like main board. They're mostly colorless. Well, I guess it adds 5. Never mind. Yeah, the draw is not as good in for our deck because if you really look at our creatures, they're almost all colorless.
Right, but it also fixes the colors. Because didn't you say we need the color fixes for our commander?
We need Wooburg.
Which this makes everything that we want.
Oh, I guess true. But then also, so does a Microsoft Lettuce, but I guess this has more value to it.
This has way more value to it, yeah. Because
so
it also
anyway,
taps for 5.
So here's our game plan. So scroll down. So we need 2 Mir Galvanizers and a way to make, and enough Mirs to make enough mana. Because you want to tap them, make all the mana. Mir Galvanizer untaps all of your Mirs. Mm-hmm. So you get tap them all again, and you need another copy of Mir Galvanizer that gets untapped because he untaps all other Mirs. So Mir Galvanizer is like our go-to boy in this deck. And
where's Mir? So this one?
Yeah. So he's a lord, but he also untap each other Mir you control. So if you have a copy of him, as long as you could generate +1 mana in your untapping and tapping, you can make infinite mana
Let's
and
play
instant
that
untap
new.
all your
Let's play
mirrors.
that new land that can copy an artifact.
Okay,
We
and
we
so
could we could play that.
um,
I gotta look at the name. Hold on, I have it.
so I think we just have to figure out a way to like make copies.
It's Oh wait, is that from last set? I'm not gonna remember it then.
Oh, I don't remember at all, honestly.
It's. Is it like? Is it like something gardens?
Oh, there you go.
No, that's not it. Oh no, is it? Is that it?
Target non-token artifact you control with mana. Yeah, so it makes like so you activate it, make a copy
Look
of.
at how much money it is.
It's a good card. It's also pre-release. That's probably also why.
Okay, so is this deck
Also,
gonna play Seaborn Muse?
no, because you can only activate during your turn.
Okay.
That's the trade-off. So it's not as great.
Do we want to play any more artifact drawer? Or like, do we want Joyra or anything?
I like Joyra. Yeah, because our deck is really low to the ground. Like all the mirrors are 1 and 2 drops, and if we get enough in play, like we start getting to do like our other artifacts. I would like more ways to tutor artifacts into
Oh,
play.
what are we doing?
So like a Werv Invention.
We could just play the best one. Could just play Tulane. Oh yeah, Whir sounds good. Oh wait. Oh well, Whir is fine, but
Well, I
we
was
could just
saying
play.
True Lane's creature based, and like we're gonna run probably a bunch of other artifact stuff based as well, not just creatures. That's why I like Joyra, because I think we could also do a bunch like artifact like base in like maybe not a ton of ramp, but like like a chromatic lantern.
Well,
I
yeah, we
think
need to
like
play
with this deck
Chromatic
we
Lantern,
definitely need.
and then we want the Nyx. What's the new card? The Nyx. What's the new card?
I'm not sure.
Is it Nyx Lotus? Hold on.
Oh, Nixlos, so that taps equal to your devotion. That really worked for us
No,
because we don't
no,
really have a devotion.
no. There's one that it enters tapped and it taps for 5. It taps for Wooburg.
Oh, it's a something Lotus. There it is, Timeless Lotus. I think an Unwinding Clock is cool.
Did I get Seaborn Muse?
No,
Well, Seaborn Muse is just.
well, true. I guess that taps everything.
Seaborn Muse is just like strictly better. But do you want to play them both? Or just one?
We could. I do want to run Vanquisher's Banner in here because that's another way to like get a bunch of draw and it sticks into the artifact. A Skull Clamp, because we make 1/1s with our commander as well. We could potentially use that to like do some drawing. Um,
Do we want to play Reducers? Like Judge's Familiar, Master, like Foundry Inspector.
I actually kind of like a Reflections of Lit Jar in this deck because again, we want to get that copy of the one dude. But you know what? I didn't even think about this. This is actually another way we can win Tezzeret, Master of the Bridge, because he gives creatures and planeswalkers affinity for artifacts. So that's like a reducer.
Say that again. Which one?
It's Tezzeret, Master of the Bridge. He also his +2 is he deals X damage to each opponent, where X is the number of artifacts you control, and you gain X life.
Mm.
Look how expensive he is. Jeez. You got the mirrors. I still think we could run like a Foundry Inspector or Ethereum Sculptor because they're both like Ethereum Sculptor does cost like only 2, and he's all I guess they're both artifacts, but
We could just still go in on like we can use even creatures as removal, like artifact creatures,
Mhm.
and then it makes the draw for creatures better.
Maybe it's still just worth the play Forsaken Mon. No, I don't know. Because it gives them +2/+2, but it's whenever you type permanent for colorless, you add colorless, but like we don't really care about that as much. When you cast a colorless spell, you gain 2 life.
Does it not show? Oh, here we go. 38 artifacts so far. That's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you thinking?
Like for on what side?
I don't think we really need it. I think that Mana Reflection and Explosion are going to work better.
As compared to like sorry, what to compare to what?
To you said the Urza's thing that like makes colorless lands
Oh
now.
no, no, yeah, Forsaken Monument.
Yeah, I think that
No, yeah. Also,
I,
because we sometimes we don't actually get to do anything with it, so I'm like, eh.
yeah, because some of the mirrors tap for a color, which doesn't work with.
But I like a Mystic Forge because almost all of our creatures are colorless.
I mean, we could just make that Bolas the Citadel because we're a 6-color deck or six colors. Jesus Christ, 5 colors.
Well, then we just need a way to make sure we actually could gain life. So,
Oh, do you want more tutors, by the way? Because we only put were.
oh,
We could play demonic. We could play like regular tutors.
I want to
Oh,
get
inventors. Inventors.
yeah, I like stuff that can also get them into play. But
Right.
we could also, but getting just generic tutors is still pretty good too. So like, I still like a I also don't want to go crazy breaking the bank building this. Like this, I do kind of want to build more for on the fun side.
It's not that bad. And then we could do Grim. Yeah, either one of them is that bad. Do you want like a Smothering Tithe?
Nah,
Even with the needing of Wooburg?
I don't. This is a time. I think this is the kind of deck where we're not going to need it.
Okay.
Um,
I put this in too. Just for a thought. Do you want to play any more artifact tutors? Like we could play what's the guy that Zach used to play? The commander that just gets Paradox Engine when you sack.
oh yeah. Oh man, I know exactly what you're talking about. It's like you sacrifice a creature to get like a nut, or it's like you get.
There's also Oswald. Uh,
Yeah.
and then there's
There's Kadoltha Forge Master, which is basically the tinker on
do you want that?
sacking 3.
Do you want that?
I don't like him as much because like we probably would just be sacking our tokens, but I want to keep our how many tokens we have. Like,
But we would be sacking tokens to get our win con, right? To get this.
um,
Also, we should play Glasspool Mimic. That's a way to copy it as a land.
yeah. And it's not a token copy, which is
What
nice.
about Helm of the Host? Copy our commander, get double tokens.
Helm's also just good in like literally any deck.
Well, but also it makes a copy of this, and then it our commander is good with Helm of the Host because it'll make double the copies. And we could tap each one twice to put 6 counters on things. Like it seems pretty good to me.
And also the cool thing with like our with the mirror matrix and the mirror turbine, there and so matrix puts a artifact makes a mirror and for 5 oh that's cool mirror matrix doesn't tap to make the that's why I realize it's so expensive because it's just 5 mana make a mirror and all mirrors get +1/+1.
So do you want to play like a Sakashima? Like any other ways to copy? What are the other ways you want to use to copy? We could do the artifact way, like a Sculpting Steel or like Sakashima. How do you want to do it? Sculpting Steel works. We're not really playing a lot of legendary stuff. We could do Sculpting Steel, because that's tutorable with Whir, Inventors. We could play Sculpting and Sakashima if you want. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Okay. And I might want to keep the removal in the artifact territory and run like maybe like just a small amount of counter spells to just keep our board.
Yo, because I think potentially we're gonna be a low to the ground, but make a lot of mana with our creatures. And maybe like do some artifact like mana rock ramp to go with it to keep it in theme, so we get the draw and stuff off of it.
We need a sword.
Yeah.
Continue. Sorry.
Oh, that's what Mirror Reservoir. Mirror Reservoir is really cool because that's the one that gets back a mirror from your graveyard to your hand.
We got that.
Yep. So we got the Arcane Signet.
Oh, you want to play Arcane Signet? Okay.
It taps for any color.
Yeah.
I know we could go land ramp, but I think trying to bunch in a bunch of like lands.
No. I mean, the Nyx Bloom works with all this too, so it's fine. And we have the most important ones, which is the ones
we
that
could also run, if you really want to, the Cascading Cataracts, which is 5 mana and tap, and it makes Wooburg. It does technically go down 1 mana. You don't go plus mana with it. But, I mean, it's enters untap, indestructible, but it only taps for colorless, so, like...
It's fine.
Yeah.
But, I mean, God forbid, how does that work with Nyx Bloom Ancient?
Oh, yeah, so you would get 15.
Seems good to me. And it's in any combination, right?
No, it's one of each. So you get 3. Oh, I guess 5.
Why does it say in any Oh, it does say in any Wow, I've never read that fully. I just always thought it was 5.
You could do like I'm gonna get 5 red. Actually, yeah, 5 red and 2 blue. Yeah, you do whatever you want.
That makes it so much better.
Decanter of Endless Water, just because I like another max hand size.
Oh, do you want to play Thought Vessel too?
Yeah, we can still do that. I still think we're gonna end up drawing a bunch of cards.
Decanter.
We could also just run Tezzeret the Seeker, because he also tutors an artifact.
Do you want what do you call it? Seagate. And Valagate Recovery, definitely. Okay, and then you said Tezzeret the Seeker.
Tom, we need Mirrodin Besieged. One of its modes is whenever you cast an artifact spell, you get a 1/1 mirror artifact creature token.
Oh, I remember that. And then the other is it the one that you win, right?
Yeah, if you have 15 or more cards, wait, where is it? 15 or more different artifact cards in the graveyard, target opponent loses the game.
Seems good.
But making mirrors seems good.
Yeah, it's the most important.
We could also run a Tempered Steel, which gives artifact creatures +2/+2 randomly. Like we could actually with like the counters that we dump, and with that and the other mirror lords, we could actually have like pretty potentially lethally powerful mirrors even without like shenanigans.
I think I'd rather play. Isn't there a creature that does it?
Not as much as a Tempered Steel does. I think there's the one that gives them +1/+1, and its power and toughness is equal to your Master of Ethereum.
So I'm thinking that because our commander puts 3 +1/+1s on everything, that will probably be good.
Okay.
Because I mean, in 2 turns, that turns this into an 8/8. Like that's a lot. Okay, so talking about removal, so we should play the best counter spells.
Another thing, if we have infinite draw, maybe we should play a Staff of Domination. Like I think if we get that combo off, or if we just like make a lot of mana. Or it's like another way to I forgot. Staff is another way to let us untap our mirror if we don't get a copy of it, because if we make enough mana, we could use him to untap.
We should play 1,000-Year Elixir, because that gives all our mirrors haste.
Oh yeah.
And then also it can untap a creature. That seems good. So you can kind of like storm off, you know?
Now scroll up. I think there's a cool thing with how Brudiac works. Scroll down. Right there in the middle, up one. Right there in the middle. So he said at the beginning of your combat, put 2/1. You may choose a token you control. If you do, each other token you control becomes a copy of that token. So I guess we don't really make too many tokens except for the mirrors our commander makes.
Mm-hmm.
But he still just makes a free mirror at the beginning of combat every turn.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not terrible. Just get a free 2/1.
Right. Okay, so now we need to get into some interaction. How do we want to play our interaction? Do we want to keep it like colorless, or how do we want to do it? Creature related, so that we can use creature draw, or
I found this really funny card. Organic Extinction. It's improvised, so you can tap your artifacts to use it. Destroy all non-artifact creatures.
okay,
So it's like a really weird one-sided board wipe. We can still run like Cyclonic Rift
okay, cyclonic,
because like we still can.
and then we can play ruinous ultimatum.
Yeah, because again, like I think we'll be good on colors. At least I hope.
Well, after our land base, you know. And then so we should probably play like just counter spells, and then we can use creatures for Druid of Purification. I've been liking. We can use Meteor Golem.
The Devastator or the Cityscape Leveler.
Yes, Cityscape. Yeah.
Not gonna lie, but like portal was like either Gateway or Portal to New Phyrexia is also kind of silly. Is it Gateway or Portal to or Portal to Phyrexia? Oh, Gate to Phyrexia. No.
Is it this?
Yeah. Each opponent sacrifices 3 creatures. Each opponent, and then at the beginning of each you get a free creature that's a Phyrexian to those other types.
Sure.
It's gonna blow up 9 creatures, and then you get to start reanimating their creatures.
Is there no new mirrors from the new set? I thought we got some new mirrors.
Oh, right, we did get 2 new mirrors. I think they were good too. One of them tutors mirrors. Sorry, I gotta look up the.
So for counter spells, I'm thinking Disallow, Manage Rain, Void Slime, Arcane Denial, Sublime Epiphany. Do you want to play Seasons Past?
Yes, but I completely forgot. There's also that one white creature that came out.
That untaps all the creatures.
No, not white creature. It was in the Scarab. That's whenever you cast an artifact creature, you draw a card too.
What is it?
It was, I forgot what it's called. It was like like Kineptic Scarabs or something from the Necron Warhammer deck.
I don't see anything.
I don't know how to spell. You have to look it up from the Warhammer deck. I completely forgot. It's a colorless artifact.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, give me a second. I'll find after I find what the stupid mirrors are called.
Yeah, because we definitely have new mirrors.
Oh, it's a Mirror Convert. He's toxic that has pay 2 life that add 1 mana of any color.
Wasn't there? Is the land?
There's Mirkin Smith. He searches for a mirror. And the other one's Mirror Custodian, that when he enters, you scry 2, and then each opponent may scry 1.
No,
I don't know if we like that.
Yeah,
No, I
no.
like Kinsmith, and the other one's good.
Okay, I got those.
All right, 1 second. Let me look that up.
We have 26 mirrors.
Beautiful. We're probably gonna end up cutting some of them out.
Oh, for sure.
Um,
These are the counter spells I chose: Void Slime, Sublime Epiphany, Mana Drain, Disallow, and Arcane Denial.
oh, so it's a 5-drop 4/4 flying. Whenever another non-token artifact creature or vehicle enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card. It's Canoptic Spider. It's a CAN. Oh, there it is. So anytime a mirror, basically, it's whenever we cast our mirrors, we draw a card.
It's when they enter.
Yeah.
Okay.
But with our copy stuff, they will enter as copies. Now we gotta figure out like what we're gonna do land base.
This is gonna be rough. Do we
Well,
want
we
to
could-
play the thing that the other ultimatum, or no?
that reanimates them. Let's because I think it's different mana values is how it's worded.
Mm-mm. Different name.
Oh, is it a different name? It's Eerie Ultimatum, right?
Yeah, it's insane. It's not made for Commander. Here, look.
Oh yeah, that seems good.
And remember, look at the wording. Permanents.
Mm-hmm.
So that means that's not just creatures. Everything that's not instant and sorceries. Yeah, Eerie Ultimatum's nuts. Completely not made for Commander at all.
So another land that's so we can run Path of Ancestry.
Oh, yeah. We probably still want Academy Ruins. Or
Yeah.
Academy is it Ruins? Did I think correctly? Is that
Yeah, the one that puts that up. Spire of Industry, which is again any color mana for us.
Yes.
Maybe it's worth just playing the World Tree if like we end up drawing it.
There, yeah. Not even
Power Depot is a really interesting one. So it enters tapped, adds colorless, or add 1 mana of any color. You can only use the cast artifact spells or activate the ability of artifacts with modular 1.
Mm-hmm.
Exotic Orchards usually will tap us for anything.
Okay. Command Tower.
Command Tower. Glimmer Void can get real awkward if our all artifacts end up dying. But I mean, it still is any color mana.
Okay, we can try it. Do you want to play any artifact lands?
I mean, we have the 2 colored.
We don't really have
Metalcraft,
so
no, we just want enough artifacts in play to have
some stuff. We should look at what our
stuff.
colors are. Okay, so as far as colors go right now,
looks like blue and green is the most.
It's 23, 32, 9, 9, 4. So yeah, it's blue and green and then black. And black and white are like equal.
So we could do maybe the 2 like triomes, so it's like blue, green, white, and blue, green black as our tri-lands, and then
Sounds good. What are they called?
that's Sparta's headquarters.
Spara's headquarters?
Yeah, and Zagoth Triome. So those cover the blue green, which is our most, and then the two other like primary colors. And I don't think we would run the other ones because like they're not as important.
Do you want to do you want to do the Battle Bond lands and
Yeah, so
I guess Battle Bond lands and I don't know what else, like Innistrad or Shocks? Let's start with the Battle Bond and then we'll go from there. Because I like the Battle Bond lands the best. We're not really a deck that needs fetches because we're like a large majority still colorless. Like we can't where can we look at that? It's is there no way to
oh wait, look at color distribution. You see where it says options? Is there an option to show include non colorless pips 273?
Derek, do you think we have some colorless in there?
I think so.
Okay.
So rejuvenating spring is our blue green land.
Okay.
I'm just gonna look for the ones that like have green and blue in them first. Undergrowth Stadium. Bountiful Promenade. A Sea of Clouds. A Morphic Pool. A Spire Garden. And a Training Center. And those are all the ones that have blue and green in them.
Okay. And then do you want to do the Shocks or no?
I almost kind of want to do Innistrad lands.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, let me just look at.
Okay. We could do the same ones that you just did as the Innistrad lands.
Nope, not this one. I forgot, what did we call them? The slow.
They're slow lands.
There we go. So we have Deserted Beach. Shipwreck Marsh. Rockfall Vale. Overgrown Farmland. Storm Carved Coast.
Oh, we could play Path of Ancestry. Duh.
We already got that, I thought.
No.
Did we not put that in?
No.
Oh. I think that was one of the first ones I had mentioned.
Okay, continue.
Yeah, because we're a mirror deck.
Yes.
Death Cap Glade. And then Dreamroot Cascade. And then that should do it.
Okay, that puts us at 29. Should we play basics at all? Or just
we have nothing that really tutors them.
We should play Yavi Maya, right? Because we're heavy on the green. Okay.
I don't think Urborg gives us any actual use.
No. We don't need it.
Do
you want to play any like other utility cards? Like anything? Does that new land that makes creatures? Does that make mirrors?
No, it makes mites.
Okay. Is there any other utility land? Should we just play Hall of Heliod's?
We got Reliquary.
Just because we have some enchantments. I got Reliquary.
Yeah, we could run that.
Because we have the more important one, which is the Academy runes. Because since we're like a large majority colorless, like we can be greedy with the land
Oh wait, no.
base.
So here's what we do, Tom. We play Urza's Mine, Urza's Tower, Urza's Power Plant, and Urza's Workshop. Let's go. We'll run the Fortron.
You think?
No.
Okay. Because we have 3 MDFCs, I think. So we
I
can
mean, if you
we could fit like one more land.
want to run like just
Two,
like a
two lands, I guess. We could just do like a City of Brass and Mana Confluence if you want.
as yeah, I guess as much as I don't like brass because it hurts my booty.
Not as much as it used to be, at least. Well,
That needs a reprint.
Okay, so
Remember that used to be a bolter back in the way. Unless like the only other one I could think of would be really good would be Cavern of Souls.
I was thinking Cavern of Souls, but we don't need colors, really, right?
No, but the thing is, like, we don't have waste symbols, so like we don't have to worry about it actually making color because they're all generic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, isn't there in that other land that like when it enters you name a creature type and it like
Right, but none of our mirrors are of a color, so it doesn't matter.
but doesn't it is it only for casting? I guess it's only for casting creatures of that type.
Yes.
All right, so we can't activate their abilities or anything with it.
Same thing with Cavern of Souls. Oh. One of them you can, but they would have to be a colored ability, and they're all colorless, so it doesn't matter.
Well, no, our commander.
Oh, our
Color.
commander. It would work for our commander. That's only the new land. It's not unclaimed territory. It's the new one that came out after.
It's like a tribal. I know it's like a tribal land. Let me look it up.
121. Jesus Christ.
It's secluded courtyard.
Secluded courtyard?
So enters, choose a creature type. So we name mirrors. It either has colorless or 1 mana of any color to cast a creature that spell or activate its ability.
I think I'd rather just keep the color lands that we have because they kind of do the same thing. And then they're not going to do anything for these, so.
But it's a 5 color land. But overall, I guess we don't. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Okay, so we're good on the land. So now we have to cut like a billion things.
All right.
So do we want Arcane Signet?
Yeah.
You think even with all the mirrors, because we have so much ramp that it's disgusting.
Well, we have like what 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A tag is 10 mirrors.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8. I guess it's only 8, unless I'm probably miscounting here. Did we miss? I guess it's just 8. 8 of them.
Go through it one time because I know there's the 5 for each color. There's the alloy mirror. There's the new one that you lose life to. There's the infect one that tests for colorless. There's the mirror Superion that adds the Palladium mirror which adds 2, and that should be all of them. So there should be 9.
This seems not.
Yeah, he's one of the ones we could cut.
Yeah.
That one and the bolster one is kind of bolster the
Sunburst?
No, I actually kind of like that one because of. I guess it's only enters as a 3/3.
But remember, we're only at this. Cutting him makes us 25 mirrors. So what's the other one you didn't like?
Actually, it's the. I guess he's all right. Nightly mirror, so he has adapt. But then whenever one or more counters put on, he gains double strike. But so if we activate our commander, he gets 3 counters. He's a 5/5 with double strike. It's actually not bad.
Yeah, you definitely keep that. I like
Actually, I don't think I really want to touch. Well, we do have 41 creatures though.
Well, we're gonna touch the creatures. Let's start up here first, though. So with all the mana sources we have, do we keep this?
I just I just like early ramp as compared to like later game ramp.
Right, but all the mirrors are early ramp, and then we still have Thought Vessel.
Mm.
We still have Soul Ring.
And I'm also just worrying about like having something that taps for any color. Like I'd rather cut Thought Vessel. The max hand size is nice, but like I want colors and make sure that we definitely hit our colors.
Okay, so what else up here?
And I kind of like everything else, and I kind of think Henge is the one thing I'm just okay with because I feel like it could sit in our hand for a while until we get enough mana and creatures in play, as compared to just like playing the ramp. I know it's super good in a creature based deck, but
okay, so what about all this up here?
um um
We can cut one of the drawers. I think this is the best one.
yeah.
And then it's between these two. I think this one is just generically better, right?
Well, no, because Spider will also draw off all of our other artifact shenanigans, while Beast Whisperer won't. Like if we have,
it's only creatures.
I know, but I'm saying if we have Joyra in play, Canaptic Spider will draw us a card, and Beast Whisperer won't.
But you can just play Beast Whisperer first, and then cast Joyra, and you draw a card. So it's
well, no, Joyra's Joyra.
Joyra's a creature. Yeah, it ends up being about the same.
But we also have a lot more artifacts and historic stuff. But
well, Joyra is the best one.
Yeah, because that's literally like everything.
Right. And then maybe
Spider.
This is the best
one I care. Spider's one I care least about.
Okay, so we're only playing 4 sources of removal, so we need to keep those. It's Duplicate, Druid, Meteor, and the Cityscape Reveler. And I'm cool with that. And then we're playing the counter spells, and that's it. And then the board wipes, which is fine. Okay, so anything here you don't like? Do you want to keep this or no?
It's a free 2/1 every turn, but he's also a 6-drop, but he also gives tokens haste. I don't know.
But I mean, if we just cut this, we're gonna cast a mirror, and our commander is gonna make something. We're gonna get
true, and also the other side of our commanders, he makes mirrors when you cast mirrors.
Okay, anything here?
No, we could keep all this. Ichor Claw mirror is the one, but like I think the actual infect might actually get there.
Oh, totally. Yeah, dude. You swing with it 1 turn, and it's they just die in 2 turns to this. If you activate your commander, it goes to 4, and then it goes to 7, and then they're dead. So yes, killing 1 player in 2 turns with the 2-drop seems pretty good.
Mirror Battlesphere, because it's like you may tap X untap mirrors you control, can also just kill people.
Yes.
Like if we have enough mirrors in play.
That's a keep. All of this.
Mirror Enforcers. Yeah, he's a free mirror. Mirror Moon Vessel we could go. He's not like he's just a 1/1. I don't think we want him to die.
Wait. Do we play Maskwood Nexus? No? Is that bad?
No. We don't need to do that.
Okay. Anything here?
Actually, we have like 3 artifacts that help us tutor for mirrors. So maybe it's actually not a terrible idea now I'm thinking about it. Because it also makes like all of our Kindred and Vanquish banner stuff even better, and it also triggers with our commander, and it untaps all of our mirrors at the beginning of combat, so if they're all mirrors too. And it also will dump the counters on all of our creatures. Yep, nope. I think it's good enough.
Also, it makes tokens, remember, so. Do you still like this or no?
We could cut it. I guess it's a source of removal, but it's not targeted removal, and maybe it's just like.
Yeah, I've been starting to like the everybody sacks things less and less. It's the reanimate that I like on the card.
Yeah, but then also like, yeah.
Here's the other infect boy, and he's the mana rock.
Yeah.
So I think all this is staying, right?
None
of this
Shimmer gives them all flash, which is kind of cool. So we get
100%. Even this is fine. We also have Archmage. So maybe we could cut like 1 more of them. Because we also have Zendikar and Kindred.
Yeah.
So out of all
Yeah.
those, which one would we? I think this one is fine, I guess.
No, if we can make a lot of mana, I still like it. I mean, it still only makes lands tap for mana for Zendikar, but we also have a lot of creatures.
Right.
Not gonna lie, Kindred might be my least favorite because it's not it's not a May. It can actually deck us. Like if we get into a weird situation where we have to attack to win and we don't have enough cards left in their deck, it can kill us.
Okay. Reflections is fine. So you like Guardian Project then?
Yeah,
Okay.
because it doesn't trigger off of our tokens.
Okay.
Also, we have infinite mana with shenanigans. We can make infinite mirror propaganda. Yeah, there's a lot of infinite potential in this deck.
Yes. So is all this staying?
Yeah, I think that those are still worth playing. And Cryptolith is too good. Guardian Project's too good.
This has to stay.
Yeah,
We're only playing 5 counterspells.
and land we're set on. I could argue us because of we have these things down here too. See, Tezzeret makes them all cost nothing, but then I'm thinking by the time he comes into play, they already have they're in the play, and you make a lot of mana anyway. But he also has potential to kill people with his plus ability.
I mean, like, God forbid you have 1,000-year elixir out and you're just like jamming them out with draw, like, you know?
And then you play him, and you're like, okay, plus, and everybody takes like 15, and I gain 15. Tezzeret, the Seeker, gets us any mirror, so I still think that's good.
So I think these are...
Yeah, I think those stay. And we have our tutors, we have our board wipes.
Do you want to keep 3 board wipes? Or do you want to just cut this one?
We could cut that one.
Even though I understand that it's 2 mana, that's really good. Like, really good. But we do still play green and blue stuff because that complements the mirrors well. So, like, I think it's better to just play the one-sided ones and not have to worry about our creatures coming back. And then none of this is getting cut at this point. We need the tutors because we're trying to get to the one untapper as quickly as possible. We can argue for this, but I mean, I kind of like having both of these because, like, the mirrors die to everything, right? Like, if somebody pings the board for 1 and you haven't gotten your commander online, like, they just literally die to everything.
Yeah, they explode.
So, like, you know, like Massacre Worm, there's that new creature that just got printed, the Infiltrator. So, like, what do you think? You think keep this? I mean, Season Pass is never coming out, but I think having like an uh-oh button is nice because it also returns all of this bullshit.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Let me read Mirror Incubator. Scroll up real quick. I forgot which one that was. Search your library for a number of sacrifice Mirror Incubator. Search your library number of artifact cards, remove them from the game. Put that many one. Actually, we could cut that one.
Yeah, that's actually really not that great.
I just saw it was Mirror Matrix. Mirror Reservoir is amazing because it also returns mirrors from our graveyard to our hand.
Very good.
And it makes 2 to cast mirrors or activate their abilities. So.
And we need to keep this Helm and the Sakashima to make copies of the guide to go infinite. Do you wanna have like another payoff to win with, like a finale or something? I don't know what you want to do. You know.
I mean, if we have infinite mana.
Because the thing is, like, okay, we have infinite mana, but, like, how do we swing with everything? You know? Like, okay, we can draw everything because we play enough things that, like, I don't even know. Like, yeah, what do we do from there? Like, we make infinite 1/1s, right? But, like...
And then we make our creatures infinitely big.
Right.
And then we swing.
It's probably good enough. And, like, we can also just grind value in this deck. Like, we don't have to have, like, an immediate win con. But I am going to put Finale as an option.
Or Kenrith.
Kenrith is not a bad idea either.
Because he could also give them all, like, haste, reanimate them. If we have infinite mana, like, he does everything.
We should just play this, right?
Maybe. He's the Mirror King. I know we're trying to make cuts and stuff, but like,
He kind of does everything. It's nice to have a haste enabler, and like we could play Rhythm of the Wild.
he also gives them all trample too.
We could play Rhythm of the Wild, or just stick with Kenrith, I guess. Okay, what are we at? Still need 13 cards. Jesus.
Maybe we don't need the Mystic Forge. I think we
Oh,
draw enough.
we still have Mystic Force. Yeah, we don't need that.
Yeah, we draw more than enough that I don't think we need that.
Okay.
And maybe Skull Clamp. Maybe we have enough draw. Like, I don't really care about a Skull Clamp, but I think we just generically draw better. And if we get any of our lords in play, it doesn't kill our mirrors.
Right.
So then it just sits there, and we have to hope that it dies.
Do you still like this?
You know, no, I want it because I want the ability to untap if I guess I really need to. Like, if we're stuck with, we can make 60 mana but only have one mirror galvanizer, that helps us untap it, and we get to do the thing.
Oh, we could be playing the land that untaps a legendary.
It doesn't untap our mirror because it's our one dude, because it's not. It doesn't tap. I guess it untaps our commander.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to cut one more of the draw enablers? Between Archmage, Joyra, Beast Whisper, and Chulane.
I guess True Lane's just a better Beast Whisperer.
Yes.
As much as I hate
I think
True Lane.
Guardian Project is harder to interact with. But yeah, the land is Manamo.
Yeah, Minamo School at Water's Edge.
Do you want to play it? What do you think?
I guess we could, yeah. If we just have a bunch of mana, nothing to do with it.
So we got to cut a land for it. What are you thinking?
Maybe it is Hall. I don't know. I think I don't know.
Which one?
It's either between Hulled or Buried Ruins, because I don't know if I want to go down on lands to get it back, and I think we have a lot of recursion already now.
Okay.
That we don't need to worry about using a land for it. Well, we already have Academy Ruins. So yeah, I like that there.
Yeah, Academy and Hall are just way better. Okay, so what are we at? We're at 110. Okay, so let's look back up here. So do you like everything here? This is another color fixing enabler. This is just for lands.
Maybe we can cut the Arcane Signet.
Okay.
Should we actually do, so we have 9, 10,
We have
11,
ass load of ramp
12,
with
13.
three mana doubler. Well, we have
So right now, up to where we are, just up here, counting the mirrors and what's up here is 13 in total. And I'm not counting chromatic because it's not, because it's like a 7-drop. But if you want to, that's 14 right there. Because we have 9 mirrors, then chromatic lantern, Orrery, decanter, Soul
Also
Ring,
this.
Mirror Reservoir, Timeless Lotus. And we're also running the reducers too. Maybe we have too much mana generation. I want to keep timeless and chromatic and both chromatics because I think that just fixes our color the best.
We are going to draw a lot, though. I think we need to keep
Yeah.
it at least that. And we're not really cutting Soul Ring, so we're kind of in a bind that like all of this is pretty much staying.
Yeah.
Because this is also mirror related, so that's not getting cut.
I also forgot Vanquisher's Banner also draws us cards too.
Oh, this is probably the worst one.
Yeah, because maybe I don't care about the 1/1 as much.
So should we put Beast Whisperer back?
No.
You just want to cut them both?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we weren't even factoring that in when we made that cut.
That's true.
And so now
we're at 108. So let's look at the creatures. We're still at 38. I don't want to cut any more mirrors.
No.
I don't want to cut any more draw.
Neither do I.
So, what about one of the mana reducers?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Probably this one, right?
Yeah, it's just the most
Or
expensive.
the
So
colorless verse.
he needs blue, but comes in turn 2.
We have a lot of blue lands, though.
We do. We have
I
literally
think
every blue
I
and
think
green.
cutting Foundry will be fine.
So do I.
Or would you rather cut the Planeswalker and keep both of these?
No, because the planeswalker goes even farther. It gives them affinity.
Yeah, which is like insane.
Or maybe it's good enough to cut both of them.
You think?
I don't know, but it's like a 6 drop to get him, and like those could come out early and like let you go wild. But
They are very low costed. Like,
it's true. Like our whole deck is very low. Except like it's funny. It's like our big enabler artifact stuff is the stuff that's like gets expensive.
but remember, it's also making all this cost less, which is important.
Mm-hmm.
These 14 cards that, have high mana costs that help a lot. You still like Staff?
Yeah, it's just like another way to untap. I guess maybe
No,
it's also
it's gonna get pretty good.
it's also another man. I know I was gonna say it's a good mana sink. We have infinite mana, but we have infinite mana. We're probably just swinging lethal anyway.
So Derek, well, yeah, and with Kenrith now, we should maybe at least have a way to draw, or like, I don't know.
Kenrith draws.
Well, yeah,
Because Kenrith does everything. So maybe
and
Kenrith is just a better staff.
it's also target player. But here, okay, so with Staff, right? So, if we have, I mean, I don't know if it's like a long shot, but like this plus the mana reflection, then like one creature that taps for a color now adds how much? It goes
So one goes to
2
two
times
goes
3, so it's 6. So that goes infinite with Staff. But I mean, I call that Magical Christmas Land. And we're still playing.
I mean, is it
So
though? Like it's literally tutoring 2 artifacts in a deck that tutors artifacts.
right. But also, how good is Unwinding Clock in a deck that we can't
Oh,
use our
we
commander
could
off?
take out Unwinding Clock. Right. I forgot. We don't need that.
Because we can't use our commander off our turn. Like, I
I kinda think
understand.
maybe we cut Seaboard for the same reason. Like if we're not using it, like we're just using it to untap all of our stuff and like pass turn. Like, is it like what are we really doing with it? I mean, it's cute that we have to untap all our stuff and maybe have a defensive shield, but like we can't even buff them off our turn. Like I think the only, like I said, magical Christmas land, if we have the flash mirror and then we're like, cool, then we get the flash things in off of our
So
turn.
then, what are you thinking about this then?
Maybe I guess maybe we don't need it. I think we already have
Because
enough.
we're probably gonna make a lot of mana and be able to use our commander multiple times if we use that.
And I think we have other ways to like sink our mana into that will actually let us win the game with like Kenrith as compared to Staff. So we could cut Staff. Remember when Staff of Domination used to be expensive?
Yeah, I know. Okay, so we're at 104. Okay, let's look down here really quick. None of this is coming out, right?
Yeah, no, because Cryptolith makes all the mirror tokens tap for mana, and that's like goes bazonkers.
It also fixes the color issue with the mirrors.
Mm-hmm.
So this is better than Chromatic Lantern in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like I don't even, and might be a stupid argument, but like
Actually, I think we can cut it because I think we covered a lot of the colors already. Like we are lacking with some of them, but we also have a lot of ways to like mana fix with our colors, with like Timeless, the Ori.
Does it sound stupid to cut this though?
No, we also have a lot of like multicolor lands too, so maybe it's really not. We could play test. We'll do a play test and we'll see how it feels, and if we really feel like we're struggling like with the land wise.
Mm-hmm. And then we like all this, and then we like all this,
Mm-hmm.
And
Because War is gross because we could tap all the tokens that we make to improvise
you
for
like
it.
all this?
They're just more tutors,
This all seems good.
and one of those things is a land.
Okay, so we need to cut 3 cards. Hmm. Hmm.
Maybe like our worst removal is duplicate because like everything else hits multiple things. Like we either destroy target non-land permanents, we bounce non-land permanents, destroy all non-land permanents, and then duplicate just hits a creature.
But otherwise,
Because then, like, I don't know how much we're gonna super care about creatures. Because even Meteor Golem can hit creatures. I know it's exiling, but like that becomes only so relevant in so many matchups. And
okay.
then those matchups we also have like Psych Rift anyway.
Okay.
I know it's like a 9, it's another artifact, which sucks, but like. I also forgot Padim draws his cards randomly too if we have the highest CMC of an artifact. And also that gives us protection there. Because artifacts have hexproof.
Okay, we need to cut 2 more cards.
Maybe okay, hear me out. Maybe reflections is too slow. Because if reflections is like a 5-drop when all of our mirrors are like 2-3 drops, by the time we get into play, like I guess we'd hold on to like it's like I want to play Mirror Galvanizer and get its copied immediately, not wait to get reflections. And because we have ways to tutor sculpting steel, or we could draw a lot of stuff off of playing creatures to find our Sakashima to make the copy of it. All reflections, we have to wait till we draw reflections, then play reflections, then play Mirror Galvanizer.
Also,
which just seems
like copies of our mirrors like does nothing. Like they're not good creatures.
Yeah, it's literally just to focus the one mirror galvanizer, and I think we just run like the few ways that we could do it. Like it's like that's like a win condition, and we're tutoring the other win conditions to get it, and like getting the glass pool mimic or something.
So we need 1 more.
All right, hear me out. We go down 1 land. We have enough ramp and reduction.
What are we cutting?
The Glimmer Void, just for that weird case if someone destroys our artifacts, and then we lose a land on top of it. Sucks.
Okay, let's go. 700. Let's do this.
No ramp.
1 land.
Our 3 colorless lands. We keep it. It's got Galvanizer. Where's our? We have a lot of ramp mirrors. We're not seeing any of them. That's actually not a great hand either.